Ever wonder why you keep losing momentum even though you want to do what matters most? Talking about focus. The one thing that really the biggest asset right now, is really to keep our focus sharp, be lasered, be conditioned. Especially right now, if you would be following some millionaires or influencers, motivational speakers, this is the generation wherein you can be wealthier, or you can increase your influence, you can widen your network as fast as possible, as quick as possible compared to other generations. But the main thing is there's a lot of distractions. And I think you would agree with that, right? It's so easy with the technology today, with social media today, with how the resources is really available. You could do it just, especially with the AI, or even without the AI, right? Just the resources that's available to us, that it's free, and we just need to do the work, right? Just need to study it, how you communicate, how to sell, how to upskill, how to do marketing, be an IT, be nursing, all the industries that you would imagine or you could think of. It's really doable. It's really learnable. And I know, you would think of, we have a lot of unique gifts, right? We have unique talents, but, in reality, all the skills that we have right now is really learnable, because it has principles, it has science behind it. Of course, there's a difference between you were born that way, you have that gift already, but if you want to be the best in that industry, you just need to do the work in. You just need to to put the work in order to be the best at that area. I've known some people who are before not gifted with that certain area, or certain industry, in certain workplace, right, or certain sports. You can tell that a certain thing, but they put the work in, and now they are well known. They are known for it. They are known to be the best to it. Right? So you can tell, for example, I'm a basketball fan, let's say Kobe, God rest his soul, and talking about his hard work, many players don't see him as something as super athletic, but because he put the work in, he is great at it. He put the focus, he put the sacrifice, he put the days and day in, day out in the gym, put the hours, and then look at him right now. Even today, people are influenced by him. Young generation today is influenced by him, his work ethic, his Mamba mentality, right? Basically talks about being focused, being attentive to detail, being giving all you want, right? Whether it's it's not in your personality, you gotta give it, and that's really it, right? So, talking about focus. Now, since we know that principles can be learned, you need to just put the works and hours in order to somehow be great at it. The question is not really, can you do it? The question is, can you really focus? Can you remove all the distractions? And that's another set of work that we will do, right? And it's, personally for me, there's a lot of the distractions. All of speaking as man, temptations, um, uh, selfish desires. Right? I am a people pleaser. So people that know me know that, and I'm still fighting to keep that away from me, or to overgrow it, right? And to not make it as a habit, or rather something, that the opportunity that will help me grow as a person, because I've gathered some lessons from it, learning it, and actually it's really hard to overcome. I would say that people pleasing, right? And especially when I led a team, I'm still fighting. Even though I'm a Christian, I know we have this saying, or we have this biblical belief, that a principle that we need to apply, that you should be changed, right? You should be changed continuously. You should die by yourself every day, because that's how being in Christ looks like. So I'm still there. I'm being there. But the thing that's really important for us is how it's gonna be a part of us, because it's really hard to focus. But one thing's for sure is, if you take away one of the things that you can be focused on, one thing is really, I got this from 10 times is better than 2 times, and 10 times is more easier, simplified than 2 times. The book, I forgot the author, but it talks about, in order for you to be better, to focus more, is to declutter things, remove the things that is unnecessary for you. And let's ask ourselves, what are the things that are distracting us from growing, from having a career, having a legendary life? Because we talked about for past videos here, and I hope I'm sending that message that you are ought to live. Your purpose here is to leave a dent in this universe and impact, and a life that would outlive your footprint, right? That's really important. And one way that you can do that is having your identity to focus on few things. You can say focus on where you're best at. Pareto principles is always been and will always be a timeless principle, a timeless practical application that we can do. It has been shared a lot, which is 80-20, 80% or 20% of the things that you've done is you have been 80% productive already. So, just gotta ask a question, gotta ask yourself, what are the things that you need to remove in order for you to focus on? What are because unconsciously they are distractions in what you are supposed to be, right? Which is, you can say 10 times, 20 times better. And you cannot be like that if you are always distracted. That's why the greatest asset right now that we can have, of all the things, the resources, AI right now is booming. Mentors, influencers in YouTube, social media, you can ingrain these stuff if you put the work in. But the greatest asset right now for you is to maintain and condition your focus. Let's do it. Let's go together as we maintain our focus. And I'm gonna see you in my next video. Bye for now.